Okay, let's talk about why should you sign in using your managed iCloud ID. It's really a couple of reasons. Number one, you currently with what you've created, whether it's a personal or professional one that you created, the account, you're still limited to about 5 gigs of space in the cloud. When you sign in now with your new iCloud, you will get 200 gigs. So you're getting 40 times the amount of space. Number two is you're going to get some unique features such as schoolwork will only work if you're in a managed Apple ID, as well as in classroom, you're going to see that your classes are going to automatically populate with your kids based on the SIS, as well as you're going to have the ability to do some different things like reset passwords if students get locked out. So those are two really big features and really why you're going to move to a managed ID. So you may have received an email to set up your account through Apple School Manager. If you haven't done that already, please do that before watching this video. After you have set up your account, you're going to go into your settings and you're going to sign in to your iPad. Okay, click on sign in, and now you're going to use your managed ID. So mine, dpeters at appleid.eastpennsd.org. I'm going to quick look it over and check it, make sure it's all good. And then the next thing you're going to do is put in your password. After your password's in, you are going to click on next. This is going to sign you in. Now, I have a verification code that's sent to me, so I'm going to put in that code. It was texted to my phone. This really just helps keep everything secure and safe, so I know no one else is signing into my iCloud. So now it's going to sign in to your iCloud, your managed ID. Now, what you're going to notice right away is when I go in after this is done, it takes a couple seconds, I'm going to notice that I have my 200 gigs of storage in my iCloud. If I go into iCloud here, you're going to see that I'm using 2.6 of the 200 gigs. So I can now sync all my movies that I'm working on. I can sync photos and different things that I'm doing on this device. There is one drawback. When I'm in this, now, if I'm in iTunes, I'm also that, which means I can't buy or get any apps. That is the major drawback. So if you wanted to try out an app or something, you couldn't because you're on a managed ID. So let's fix that. Really what we're going to do here is I'm going to go, again, I was up top, and this is my iCloud account. But I don't want to use my iCloud account for iTunes, so I'm going to scroll down to iTunes and App Store. And this one says, right here, it says at the top, Apple ID. Okay? So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to sign out. Now, I'm going to sign in with whatever Apple ID I want. I created one for the eastpennsd.org, so I'm not using my personal one. That is completely up to you. If you have apps already on another account, that's the account I would choose. So I'll put that in, dpeters at eastpennsd.org, and then again, I'm going to put in my password. After my password's entered, I'm going to click on sign in. And now I'm signed into my personal professional one that's not a managed one. So what this enables me to do is download apps. So now I can go on to the App Store, download these apps, try them out. If it's something that I think would be beneficial for my students in self-service, then I can email or complete the appropriate form to get that to happen. So if I scroll all the way back up to the top and click on that, you can now see that my iCloud is my managed ID, whereas the store is my professional ID. So that's what you're going for here. So you have your managed ID, which is going to allow you to use things like schoolwork, Schoolwork won't work unless you're in a managed ID. So this will allow you to have students turn in assignments, as well as in classroom. Now, I don't have any students in the SIS, so you're not seeing anything here. But if I had students, I would have my classrooms set up already, and I wouldn't have to do that, especially in a shared environment. This is the only way that you can use Apple Classroom. So as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. But again, make sure you set up your Apple ID, your managed Apple ID, before going through these steps. If you haven't received an email, please reach out to me. We'll make sure that you get those emails. Okay, that's it.